got to start doing it over here, and you really have. I mean, you've really put a big investment in our country. We appreciate it very much, Tim Apple. And take a look at the oranges of the investigation. The Mueller report, I wish, covered the oranges, how it started. And they'll do the same thing because somebody picked an orange out of a refrigerator and you don't like it? So they can do that one, right? Yeah. That's great. Nothing like having a nice private dinner. Everybody having a good time? You are? I hope so. One of the great photographers of the world. Make us look very good. And don't raise your voice, please. This isn't like dealing with Trump.
네, 목소리 크게 하지 마십시오. 나하고 얘기하는 게 아닙니다.
매우 궁금해하는 것 같습니다.
They all seem.
I'm hungry. Let's get breakfast.
Thank you, folks. You know who this is? Does everybody know? It's going to be a fantastic prime minister. Don't meddle. What about the Iranians? Don't meddle in I have not spoken to the president about that. Would you like some nice ISIS fighters?
Good.
I can give them. You can take everyone you want.
Let's be serious.
And then you have Bernie. Crazy Bernie. You got a choice between Sleepy Joe and Crazy Bernie.
Well, he's two-faced. And honestly, with Trudeau, he's a nice guy. I find him to be a very nice guy.
There is absolutely no collusion.
No collusion, which I knew anyway. No coordination, no nothing. There was no collusion. There was no obstruction. Emergency, and it was seen many, many, many years apart. Using this for a perfect phone call where the president of that country said there was no pressure whatsoever. There was absolutely no pressure put on him, and there wasn't. What I do want to see is I want to see other countries helping Ukraine also, not just us.
Those in favor say aye. Those opposed nay. The ayes have it.
Mr. President, do you take any responsibility for the fact that you're about to be impeached?
No, I don't take any. Zero, to put it mildly.
Did he say come inside?
Hold on, not yet.
Oh.
What a nice picture that is. Look at that. I'd love to watch that guy speak. Oh, boy. That's so awesome. I'll get that little piece of Vanderpuff.
And important for our peoples. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I like him a lot. Getting a good picture, everybody, so we look nice and handsome and thin.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
잘생기게 아름답게 찍어달라고.
This is a tough hurricane, one of the wettest we've ever seen from the standpoint of water. China has total respect for Donald Trump and for Donald Trump's very, very large brain. And then we fell in love. Okay? No, really. He wrote me beautiful letters.
I love this guy right here. Let me give this guy a hug right here. I love this guy right here. Yeah, him in.
That's really nice. And they spend a lot of time on raking and cleaning and doing things, and they don't have any problem. I think I understood you better in your language than I did on this. That's it. No, not you. Not you. Your organization's terrible. Your organization's terrible. Let's go. Go ahead. Quiet. Quiet. Go ahead. She's asking a question. Don't be rude. Don't be rude. Don't be rude. No, I'm not going to give you a question. I'm not going to give you a question. You are fake news.
Are you going to include the Congressional Black Caucus and the Congressional
Well, I
Hispanic
would.
Caucus?
I tell you what. Do you want to
as
set
well
up
as
the
on
meeting? Do you want to set up the meeting?
No.
Are they friends of
I'm
yours?
just a reporter.
No, set up the meeting.
I know some of them, but I'm sure
Let's
they're
go.
watching
Set up
right
a
now.
meeting. I would love to meet with the Black Caucus. I think it's great.
And we had the most beautiful piece of chocolate cake that you've ever seen. And President Xi was enjoying it. And I was given the message from the generals that the ships are locked and loaded.
Look, he's a showboat. He's a grandstander. The FBI has been in turmoil. You know that. I know that. And I love all people, rich or poor. But in those particular positions, I just don't want a poor person. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? This is a long time ago. Sold his company for a tremendous amount of money. And he went out and bought a big yacht. And he had a very interesting life. I won't go any more than that because you're Boy Scouts, so I'm not going to tell you what he did. Should I tell you? Should I tell you? Oh, you're Boy Scouts, but you know life. You know life. North Korea best not make any more threats to the United States. They will be met with fire and fury like the world has never seen. This egregious display of hatred, bigotry, and violence on many sides. On many sides. I think there's blame on both sides, and I have no doubt about it. But you also had people that were very fine people on both sides. We will have no choice but to totally destroy North Korea. Rocket Man is on a suicide mission for himself and for his regime. Now, I hate to tell you, Puerto Rico, but you've thrown our budget a little out of whack. We are also praying for the people of Puerto Rico. We love Puerto Rico. It's got to be in tip-top shape. As bad as that hurricane was, and that was a bad one, that was a big water job, right? It kept coming in and going back. They couldn't get rid of it. We have a representative in Congress who they say was here a long time ago. They call her Pocahontas. Little rocket man, rocket fuel for the American economy. He is a sick puppy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Okay, so
Just give me a quick smile.
I can take some pictures. Okay, back a bit, please.
What is
It has not been easy for me. And, you know, I started off in Brooklyn. My father gave me a small loan of $1 million. My father gave me a small loan of $1 million. It has not been easy for me. And my father gave me a small loan of $1 million. I came into...
Hey! Stupid.
Scanning for Mexicans. Ah! We've got a Mexican!
We can't sell beef. It's peanuts. And by the way, unbelievable people are coming. A lot of people that are illegal are great people. Just let's get it straight. They don't want to give it straight. Because the press are liars. They're terrible people. But here's an idea. So Mexico is sending lots of people. And by the way, they're coming from all over the world, including the Middle East. Why not? Come in. Come on in. We're stupid. We'll take care of you. We'll pay. Get sick, we'll take care of your hospitalization. What kind of a plan do you want? Oh, Don, you're a little controversial. You're talking about illegal immigration. I said it's illegal.
That there are, for immigrants on the whole,
Come on, try getting it out. Try getting it out.
I'll get it out.
I mean, I don't know if you're going to put this on television, but you don't even know what you're talking about. Try getting it out. Go ahead. The premiums are going through the roof. The deductibles, frankly, you have to get hit with a Komatsu tractor in order to use them. They're so high. We just spent $1 million building a soccer field, okay? A soccer field for our prisoners that happen to be in Guantanamo, okay? I don't like that. What do you need $1 million for? Level out the surface. Let them play. The Iranians are great negotiators. The Persians are great negotiators. And we have people that are babies. It's like a chess player, grandmaster, playing against a checkers child. No, that's what it is. We give them, think of it, a nuclear scientist, and they won't give us our hostages back. It's so insane. President Obama, Secretary Kerry, I highly think you should read this book quickly. Quickly! We have very stupid people in our country negotiating for us, and we have leaders that don't know what they're doing. You know, Jeb Bush, one of my opponents, I noticed he's not doing very well in the polls. I've actually noticed. And by the way, they said I won the debate. Is that nice? Is that nice? Right? The polls came out and said I won. And the media, look at all those people back there. Scavengers. They're like scavengers. They'll probably say the crowds were about equal. Oh, they were equal. But that's the way they are, very dishonest. CNN is terrible. CNN. You're with CNN? Are you with CNN? Are good. You people do not cover us accurately at all. So they have a few protesters outside, and they have thousands of people, and the first question from CNN is about protesters. So what I'm going to do is span out. Span out. Show them the crowd, press. Show them the crowd. Show them the crowd. Look, they're not turning the cameras. They don't even turn the cameras. They don't even turn the cameras because you know what? They're very dishonest people. Because you know what they do? They have the camera, live television, on my face the entire amount. My wife goes, I go home. Were there any people there tonight, darling? They don't see. They never show the crowds. Frankly, I don't even think they give a damn about education, half of them. And I'm sure some maybe do. You want to use that word in this form? I will. Because people want to hear the truth, Frank. I watch you all the time. They want to hear the truth.
Correct.
Frank, we have to be able to express ourselves.
But referring to people as rapists, referring to John McCain, a war hero, 5.5 years as a POW, and you call him a dummy. Is that appropriate in running for president?
Okay, you got to let me speak, though, Frank, because you interrupt all the time, okay? So, no, I know him too well. That's the problem.
In the center of the stage tonight, businessman Donald Trump.
I would never give up my microphone. I thought that was disgusting. That showed such weakness. The way he was taken away by two young women. The microphone, they just took the whole place over. That will never happen with me. I don't know if I'll do the fighting myself or if other people will. But that was a disgrace. The way they took, I felt badly for him. But it showed that he's weak. You want to be what, vice president? Oh, now his question's no longer as good. He had great credibility until he said that. Now it's like, where did he come from? We need a leader that wrote The Art of the Deal. I said trade deals. Who would do better? I'll tell you what. I know the greatest negotiators in the world. Some are horrible people, horrible human beings. Who cares? Some Wall Street guys, they're brutal, they're miserable. You wouldn't want to go out to dinner. They're terrible people. I love them. You know who's our primary representative right now? Carolyn Kennedy. You know how she got the job? 60 Minutes. She went to the White House. She said, I'd love to have a job. I have nothing to do. They said, how would you like to be the ambassador to Japan? She goes, really? You know why I say she's nice? Because my daughter Ivanka likes her. My daughter's so great. She's such a great person. My daughter likes her. She said, Daddy, she's such a nice person. I agree. I don't want a nice, I want to kill her. We're tired of the nice people. What do you need to spend $1 million? We just spent, it's a story today, $1 million on a soccer field. How do you spend $1 million doing a soccer field? You have a level piece of land. Throw them a ball, let them play soccer, if they have to play at all. See, you're not supposed to say that somebody graduated last or second to last in their class, because you're supposed to be, like Frank says, very nice. Folks, I want to make America great again. We want to get down to brass tacks. We don't want to listen to his stuff with being politically correct and everything has... We have a lot of work to do. 10 years ago, everybody wanted the wall. The Democrats, the Republicans, they couldn't get it. You know one of the reasons they couldn't get it? Environmental impact statements. Did you know that? There were toads. It's the most incredible thing. NBC calls me, we'd like to see you. A couple of months ago, the head of NBC comes to see me. And the head of NBC's boss, I don't want to mention names because they're really good people. They're friends of mine, although I probably will never speak to them again either. First of all, Rand Paul shouldn't even be on this stage. He's number 11. He's got 1% in the polls. And how he got up here, there's far too many people. Anyway.
Would we not all be worried to have someone like that in charge of the nuclear arsenal?
Mr. Trump.
I never attacked him on his look. And believe me, there's plenty of subject matter right there. That I can tell you.
But Jake,
I want to give Mr. Trump.
It's a massive plant, one of the biggest in the world. They're going to make all these cars, trucks, and parts. They're even making parts. It's so big, they'll make the parts, the trucks. And I actually gave them a good idea. Why don't we just let the illegals drive the cars and trucks right in through the border? They don't have to even, it's true. No, I gave them that. Save a lot of money. That'll be next. No, they'll be doing that next. So the Mexican government is not happy with me, to put it mildly. And again, I respect Mexico, but their leaders are too smart for our leaders because we have stupid leaders, okay? You mean it's not politically correct and yet everybody uses it? So you know what? Give me a different term. Give me a different term. What else would you like to say? Oh, you want me to say that? Okay. No, I'll use the word anchor baby. Excuse me. I'll use the word anchor baby. He would give a sermon you never wanted to leave. Sometimes we have sermons, and every once in a while we think about leaving a little early, right, even though we're Christian.
and pledge to not run an independent campaign against that person. Again, we're looking for you to raise your hand now. Raise your hand now if you won't make that pledge tonight. Mr. Trump.
Who is Uma married to? One of the great sleazebags of our time. Anthony Weiner. Did you know that? She's married to Anthony Weiner. You know, the little bing, 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 bum, bum. I love you very much.